Salutations, TENKA FUBU! We're back. We're back to Nobunaga's ambition. Here we go. Today should be action-packed, I think. Well, we didn't finish the scenario last time, but I think we did everything we needed to do. So if there's no more historical events in that scenario, I'm gonna skip into the next one, in which we finally go to conquer Central Japan. Anyways, let me take a look. I need to check that first though, because if not, we have 4 years of gameplay still left. But it all depends on whether or not there are other historical events to do. Anyways, last time, let me tell you guys what we did last time. So last time, we witnessed the battle, the fourth battle of Kawanakajima between the Takeda clan and the Uesugi clan, which was really hype. I love that battle. And on top of that, we also conquered the Mino province. We defeated the Saito clan, which were the rulers of Mino. We defeated them because, in case you have forgotten, when Saito Dosan, the previous leader of the Saito clan, was about to die, he wrote a message to Nobunaga that the lands belonged to Nobunaga, right? Instead of his son, because, you know, Dosan was fighting his own son. So yeah, we defeated the Saito, and we conquered Mino. And now we are allied with the brother of the shogun. We're gonna have to conquer Central Japan and bring back the shogun to the capital. Now, technically, I think we are 4 years earlier. So whether or not we continue on this scenario all depends on whether or not are there more historical events that will happen until the year 67. Yeah. Hello everyone. Hello. I know nothing about the game. Silver lining. No backseating for me. This game is based on real history, based on the Sengoku period of Japan. Let me see what other things are. Okay, so there are still historical events that will happen until the year 67. So that means we're not going to skip the scenario. We're going to wait. Yeah, exactly. But on our side, we've done everything we needed to do in this scenario though. So we're just going to progress and do nothing until we are at the year 67, and then we change scenarios. Technically, we kinda hastened through the events, but that's fine. I'd rather do them early rather than late. Alright. If I was doing a regular campaign, I would probably use the momentum that I've gotten to start conquering stuff, like Nagashima right here. But again, the sake of this playthrough is to be as historically accurate as I can, you know, with the exception of maybe some dates that I might speed through to make it easier to get them, to get the events. But other than that, I'm just trying to follow the events in history so we can see all the historical events that happen in this game. And here's a typhoon. Oh, maybe it's not gonna hit us. Maybe. Alright, only hit Kyushu. Good. Only hit Kyushu. There's a lot of natural disasters in Japan. A lot. Nice. Anyways, I guess, while I don't really need to do anything anymore, I may as well make myself stronger, just in case I get invaded. Just in case. I don't want to be defeated after all. And let's improve our economy a bit more. See some fairs. So, last time, because we defeated the Saito clan, we changed our main base from Kiyosu Castle to Gifu, which was called Inabayama back then. But after Nobunaga moved to Inabayama, he changed the name from Inabayama to Gifu, which is actually the origin of the entire region, the name of the entire region today. These days, the Mino province is no longer called Mino province, it's the Gifu prefecture, and it's called Gifu prefecture after Gifu castle. Alright, I'm not gonna do that one. Oh, the Asakura are fighting the Wakase Takeda. They sometimes succeed, other times they fail, but they usually succeed. Depends if they march with their entire army or not. In this case, they're not. Have you been to Japan? Never, actually. I'd love to live there one day, but I've never been to Japan. It is the weeb dream, of course. I want to. one day. I'd like to visit every single place that Nobunaga has been to. I think that would be really fun, you know. Imagine going into Japan, being able to travel all the way from Nagoya, you know, to Okihazama, and then to Gifu, and then to the capital, the old capital in Kyoto. Going to Kanegasaki all the way in Kaga. Basically all the places where the Oda clan has spread to. That would be cool. Overall, I just like to see all the historical places in Japan. It would be super cool. Hey, hello, everyone. Hello. There's a lot of cool places to see in Japan. Even outside the places that the Oda clan has spread to, there's so many other places all throughout Japan. You know, you could visit the places of the Takeda clan, the Suwa Grand Shrine, in Kyushu. I think the Shimazu clan still exists today. Oh, here's an event. Oh, Takenaka Hanbei. Takenaka Hanbei enters service. Once, Takenaka Hanbei Shigeharu took Inabayama Castle with only a handful of soldiers, but he had since retired and settled down in Omi. Even after Oda Nobunaga defeated the Mino Saito clan, Hanbei refused to serve any clan, insisting on spending the rest of his days in peace. Want to visit Japan? The first thing I want to visit is Miyamoto Musashi's monument. I'd like to read the Book of Five Rings one day, the book that he wrote. I think it would be interesting. Lord Hanbei, is there any chance you've changed your mind today? You again? You just don't know when to quit. I have no desire to serve any clan now that the Saito are gone. Besides, I am weak. I have been since birth. What benefit will you gain having me on the battlefield? That's not what we're, how should I say? Kinoshita Hideyoshi of the Oda clan had somehow sniffed out Hanbei's residence, and he'd been persistent in trying to recruit him to the clan's ranks. I admire your zeal. However, I can't help but think your leader, Oda Nobunaga, quite the cruel man. Excessively so, in fact. Why, that is not true at all. He raised me from my humble origins and gave me my life purpose. Be that as it may, his temperament will eventually welcome intense scorn from both his enemies and his followers. I tell you, it will prevent him from attaining the unified land he dreams of. You know of my lord's aim to consolidate the nations into one? Lord Hanbei, you are certainly as wise as I imagined. You could say it's a dream I identify with. It is only when I think of Nobunaga being the one to attain it, well, it is a dangerous thought. There is no need to worry. My lord is not alone in his quest. It is with my support as his retainer that we will claim success. Oh? Yes, for I am not alone either. There are many talented individuals within the Oda clan, and we all share an admiration for the clan lord. It is what motivated us to join. The Oda clan is a place where such people can truly exercise their talents. So long as you have skill, my lord will accept you. Interesting. Of course, Lord Nobunaga is incapable of a feat so grand on his own, but with the likes of you on his side. Lord Kinoshita, this may sound rude, but I believe you're far more capable leader than Lord Oda Nobunaga. No, please, I am not used to such flattery. You embarrass me. You do understand what I'm saying, though? I wish not to serve your Lord Nobunaga, but I very much wish to serve you, Lord Kinoshita. What? You would follow me? I can hardly express my gratitude! Oda Nobunaga may not live to see this land unified. If he does pass before that goal is complete, undoubtedly, Kinoshita Hideyoshi will be the man to take his place. It will take effort on my part to help him realize such a vision. I wonder if I myself will even live that long though. Thus, the legendary Takenaka Hanbei came to join the Oda clan as a war tactician, though outwardly he only served as a humble lieutenant under Kinoshita Hideyoshi. At last, he had re-entered the battlefield of the warring states. Holocure when? Oh, I've played Holocure a few times by now. Next time I'll play Whole Cure. I don't know. There's a lot of games I want to play right now, and now that I'm in university, I have less time to stream as frequently as I used to. So basically, I think from now on I can only stream Saturdays. Maybe there might be some Sundays where I can. Other than that, I can no longer stream on Fridays and Tuesdays like I used to, unfortunately. I just don't have the time anymore. And my commutes, they last a long time. I think it's around 3 hours of going and coming, of travel times. One place to visit while there is a village that's built alongside a huge river. Oh, never heard of that place. There's one place I want to see in Japan, someone here see daily lives of high school boys. I want to visit the riverbank. Alright. Keep building those things. I like them. Alright. Hearsay. The death of Nagao Masaka. Ah, I see. So this is an event that's happening right here in the Uesugi clan. Let's see what's gonna happen. Speaking of rivers, that's about to be a topic here. Hydration check, everyone. Nagao Masakage was a powerful figure who took his distant relative, Terutora's older sister, Sentoin, as his wife. His father, Fusanaga, was hostile towards Terutora's father, Tamekage, and was no more amiable toward Terutora either. But both were forgiven and became retainers. By the way, in case you don't remember, Terutora is the new name of Masatora. Basically, Masatora, he is the one that's popularly known as Uesugi Kenshin. He was Nagao Kagetora at first, then he changed his name to Uesugi Masatora, and then Uesugi Terutora, and then in the future he's gonna change his name to Uesugi Kenshin, which is the more popular name that he has. Although he possessed the necessary leadership to unite the family, many were made uneasy by his defiant spirit. Near Nojiri Lake, Usami Sadamitsu's residence, Masakage had been invited to a banquet held by Usami Sadamitsu. Are you enjoying yourself, Lord Masakage? I am indebted to Lord Usami for the kindness he has shown in inviting me to such a banquet. It would not be a banquet at all without you in attendance, Lord Masakage. You are a cornerstone of Uesugi's administration. Besides, there is a matter I would like to discuss with you. Oh? What will that be? Why don't we take a boat out on the lake for a leisurely chat? Okay, it's a lake, not a river. Accepting the invitation, Masakage began walking along the shore of Nojiri Lake with Sadamitsu. Lord Masakage, the Uesugi family will not last long at this rate. Terutora may be powerful, but he makes too many enemies. Nothing has changed since the times of Tamekage. We're being fenced in by our many foes. So Echigo may once again become a blood-stained battlefield. Your concerns are warranted, but if something terrible were to befall Terutora now, it would fall toward Masakage to unify the Uesugi. Would not countenance such ideas. Ah, is this the place? It seems we've arrived at the lake. Come now, after you. Dozo, dozo. But the two men would never return from their jaunt on the water. The boat sank in the middle of the lake, and the corpses of both Nagao Masakage and Usami Sadamitsu washed ashore the following morning. Yep, they just died. There were rumors that Masakage was found with stab wounds, indicating that Sadamitsu had staked his life to bring stability to his house. But the truth remained unclear. Uesugi clan, Uesugi Terutora's castle. Oh, how did it come to this? Dear sister, what could I possibly say at such a time? I will not accept these rumors. I cannot believe that Lord Usami meant my husband any harm. It is true, though, that both men are dead. He was truly kind, a wonderful husband. Mine shall be a quiet life spent praying for his happiness in the next life. Sister. Still, for Unomatsu to have lost his father at such an age, that is what pains me the most. Please leave that matter to me. Unomatsu shall be my heir. and I promise to make a great man of him. Terutora adopted Unomatsu, son of Nagao Masakage, and Sentuin as his own. As you don't know, Unomatsu is going to be the one who's going to be called Uesugi Kagekatsu when he becomes of age. Ah, there we go, they're explaining it. Unomatsu would later change his name to Akikage when he inherited the Nagao clan, eventually changing it again to Uesugi Kagekatsu. The gears had been set in motion for the eventual conflict between Kagekatsu and the Uesugi clan. Your voice acting is really good. Oh, thank you. I'm still a bit of an amateur, but I try hard. I'll try to become even better. I appreciate it though. Nagao Masakage dies, Usami Sadamitsu dies. Rip. Let's do this. It's an employment. So yeah, there's still a few events left to do. So that's why I'm not going to skip into the next scenario. But it's the next scenario that's the real action is going to begin, because we have a lot of conquests to do. Starting from the next scenario, we have to conquer the capital. We have to expel the Miyoshi clan from the capital, bring back the shogunate to power, and then Nobunaga is going to start making enemies with everyone around them. So we're going to be fighting enemies from all sides. It's going to be fun, if not hectic. That's nice. It keeps things interesting because our clan is going to be very big at that point. Because the Oda clan, you'll see, we may be, you know, more or less a medium-sized clan right now, but we will become really big. Really, really big. See, goodwill diplomacy. I suppose I could do this. Though our alliance will last a long time, though. I suppose I could also try a policy. Let's see, bodyguard formation. Why not? Let's do that. I will explain the game mechanics a bit more in depth when I do my VTuber playthroughs of this game. Because the VTuber playthroughs will be more of an actual, like, standard campaign where I actually try to conquer Japan properly and not follow, like, historical events. So that's where I feel like the game mechanics are going to be more important to explain. Because these streams I'm doing right now are more of a visual novel experience, because we're going through the historical events. But yeah, the VTuber playthroughs are going to be interesting. I've already added every single Hololive member. Well, I haven't added the new Regloss members, because they're still too new. But I will add them at some point, of course. Let me see. I've started adding Nishisanji JP members. I've added a bunch already. Here you can see... Oh, nice. That's a good officer. Can't wait for your VTuber avatar. I've been thinking a lot about it. Oh, nice. This is good. So, as you can see, I've already added a bunch of Nishisanji JP members. This is just 2 of them, but there's far more. I've added Tsukinomito, Mikoto Rindo, Rindo Mikoto I mean, Luis Celestia, Anje Katrina, and many more. And I started adding some other corpo VTubers from Neoporte, for example. I've added Itoi and Hizuki Yui, and I'm going to add Shibuya Hall at some point as well. Probably is going to be the next one. Because again, I want to add VTubers from all over. You know, from different corpos, whether they're Western or JP, you know, whether they're indie or not. I want to add like a bunch of VTubers so I can do like VTuber campaigns with VTubers all over Japan from different sources, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I've added over 100 VTubers by now, but I want more. I want over 200. Maybe 300 if I can. We'll see. Anyways, we have a lot of events now. A lot of them. Shingen's conflict. Okay, so this is the Takeda clan, right here. Takeda. Let's see what we have here. Oh, right. I see. So what's gonna happen right now, in case you don't remember? Last time, well, 2 streams ago in this series, what happened is that we did the Battle of Okihazama, in which the clan leader of the Imagawa Yoshimoto, was killed. He was a very powerful daimyo, right? With his death, now his clan is weak. And now we're gonna see that Shingen is gonna use that as an opportunity to expand. Alright. The death of Imagawa Yoshimoto not only brought ruin to the Tokai region, its repercussions shook Kanto and Koshin as well. This was because it engendered changes in the Takeda and Hojo clans, both of which were allied with the Imagawa clan through the Koso-Sun alliance. Without Yoshimoto, the Imagawa are no good to us. We may as well topple them and seize Suruga. At least, that is what many in our clan believe. What do you think, Kenshiro? I concur with those notions. Did you come to discuss this matter? I did indeed. In fact, your brother, Toramasa, is plotting to defect. Is that what you wanted to say? You were aware of this? Toramasa was simply dragged into the affair. The one who truly means to murder me, though, is likely my own son. Yoshinobu Taro. His bride is from the Imagawa. He will never be able to sever his ties with them. Again, because this game doesn't really switch the names around, sometimes I'm very confused whether I should switch it or not. Because I know the names of the clans and I know the actual main names. But sometimes they have like middle names, and I'm not sure if that middle name is an actual middle name that comes before or after. So I tend to be very confused. But yeah. His bride is from the Imagawa. You'll never be able to sever his ties to them. I fear you are correct. We have the late Taigen Sessai to thank for these tiresome shackles. I doubt that your brother is the only retainer to have sided with Yoshinobu. This will need to be dealt with soon. Of course, my lord. Even if my brother were punished for it, I shall remain fully committed to the Takeda. I have never doubted your loyalty, but it would shame me to pit your brother against brother. Such is the way of these turbulent times. You are severing ties with your son, my lord. Compared to that, my troubles are trifling. Come to think of it, I chased my own father to Suruga. That I should find conflict with my own son is perhaps a just reward. Yep, he expelled his own father, Takeda Nobutora. Alright. Here we go. Takeda Yoshinobu disinherited. That's Shingen's father. Shingen's son, I mean. His eldest son. Katsuyori is his other son. Tremors racked the Takeda clan. Obo Toramasa, the chief retainer who had served since the previous clan leader, Nobutora, was ordered to commit suicide for plotting to defect. As the mastermind behind the defection, Shingen's heir Yoshinobu was also detained. Have you anything to say for yourself? I have no justification for my actions. There is something I'd like to say. Father, Imagawa are my wife's family and have been our allies for more than a generation. We stand by as they suffer, and plan not to lend a helping hand, but to take advantage of their weakness to invade. That is not the way of the samurai. The Takeda name will lose all honor. Yoshinobu, can you speak of nothing but these matters? Do you not understand how insignificant they are? I do not want to understand. Lord Uesugi Terutora would never call such things insignificant. Wallow in that honor of yours, drown in it, but know it is not true honor. They've got you drunk on false honor, and now you're stumbling without direction, hoping only to escape the pain. Sever all your desires and ask for nothing as thanks. You will never equal the likes of Terutora. He suffers such pain but still fights on. You are a fool who knows nothing of pain. An idiot. My foolish son. Someone! Take him away! Father! You will reap the wickedness you have sown. It is karma! The Takeda are doomed! Karma. My lord! I am to blame for Yoshinobu's folly. I apologize for dragging your brother into this. No, it's not your fault at all. It was I who failed to notice that my brother was suffering. Genshiro, the Red Cavalry is yours to command. The Factors have tainted the Obu name. You are to abandon it and take the name Yamagata. Understood. Katsuyori. Here. As of now, you are the Takeda heir. Do not be afflicted by the same idiocy as your brother. Yes, sir. My brother will die. and I cannot yet understand how he came to be branded a fool. But I do understand my father's pain. I can see in my poor father the heartless man my brother speaks of. I cannot see, that's what he said. A fool who knows nothing of pain. And so, Takeda Yoshinobu went on to die in the confinement at Tokoji. Starting with Obo Toramasa, almost the entire Imagawa faction inside the Takeda clan was purged. The Takeda clan then changed their diplomatic plans and marched south to annex Suruga. The fourth son, Katsuyori, was called upon to replace Takeda Yoshinobu as heir to the Takeda clan. There we go. And there we go. Takeda Yoshinobu dies, Obu Toramasa dies, Suwa Katsuyori's name changes to Takeda Katsuyori, Obu Masakage's name changes to Yamagata Masakage. There we go. Oh, Zempi, hi! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome! How's it going? Let's see, the 3-clan alliance ends. Let's see, okay, now we're gonna see the repercussions of what's going on with the Takeda clan. The Takeda clan, they broke their alliance with the Imagawa clan. They're now marching south to take Suruga, this region. But, in case you don't remember, the Hojo clan is still allies with Imagawa, so they're not gonna be standing for this treachery by the Takeda clan. There we go, the 3-clan alliance ends. Let's see how the Hojo will respond to this. The death of Imagawa Yoshimoto caused a great disturbance in the Koso-Sun alliance. Lacking confidence in the clan's successor, Ujizane, Shingen began planning to invade Imagawa territory. Grief over the death of Shingen's eldest son, Yoshinobu, was still fresh. Yoshinobu had become relatives with the Imagawa through marriage, had even carried their insignia on his banner. But none of this stopped the Takeda army from marching into Suruga. Shingen of the Takeda has expressed a desire to split the dominion of Suruga with us. How dare he! Send him a message telling him to withdraw his soldiers immediately! But Shingen is unlikely to comply, in which case we should consider severing our ties with the Takeda. Yes, but we'd be in a dire situation making enemies of both the Takeda and Uesugi clans. Preventing this was the whole reason for establishing the Koso-Sun alliance. In that case, we just have to make enemies with only one of them. Are we suggesting we make peace with Uesugi? I've been considering it for a while now. Ujikuni, how have things progressed with them? Ever since we conceded on the subject of the Kanto Kanrei, Terutora has been willing to lend us an ear. While Hojo Ujitsuna was protecting the Koga Kubo, Hashikaga clan, Ujiyasu had driven Uesugi Norimasa out of Kanto, claiming the title of Kanto Kanrei for himself. However, Uesugi Terutora was officially given the title of Norimasa by Norimasa when the former became leader of the Uesugi clan. So long as the Hojo clan continued to declare themselves Kanrei, peace negotiations would remain impossible. That position is nothing but a fancy set of words. Uesugi Terutora can have it. Continue our talks with him. War with the Takeda is sure to commence straight away. Shingen will prove more formidable than an opponent than Terutora. Tsunoshige, Ujiteru, you must be prepared for the worst. I understand. I say let me at them. I could use a bit of action. Alright. From one enemy to another. There we go, the Takeda clan and Imagawa clan's alliance, marriage alliance and vassalage is terminated. And the Hojo and Takeda clan's alliance, marriage alliance and vassalage are terminated. So there we go, the Hojo and the Takeda are no longer allies, but the Hojo and the Imagawa remain allies. Alright, let's see, there's 2 more events. More stuff with the Takeda clan, there's gonna be an entire clusterfuck now in here, in this region. Alright, pledge between Takeda and Tokugawa. Right, so now, the Tokugawa clan right here is going to ally with the Takeda, because both of them will split the territories in their invasion of the Imagawa clan. So let's see. Pledge between Takeda and Tokugawa. One day, Anayama Nobutada, a chief retainer of the Takeda clan, paid an abrupt visit to Matsudare Ieyasu in his castle. Also, I'm pretty sure at this point, the clan is already called Tokugawa, but I think something must have happened in the game where the event where Ieyasu changes the name of his clan from Matsudaira to Tokugawa hasn't happened. So I'm going to be calling him Tokugawa instead of Matsudaira, alright? Just to avoid confusion. An alliance? Pray tell, what for? It should go without saying. Our two clans can surround the Imagawa. Together we could lay our respective claims to Suruga and Totomi. I understand the situation differently. Have the Takeda and the Imagawa clans not been long allies? Further, the wife of Lord Yoshinobu, your clan's successor, comes from the Imagawa. This is true, but you must understand the Imagawa have been on the decline ever since the battle at Okahazama. My clan leader, Lord Takeda Shingen, has long ago lost confidence in Imagawa Ujisane. You can't be serious. Furthermore, Lord Yoshinobu has committed suicide, and his wife was returned to the Imagawa. Our internal opposition has been purged, and now our desire to wipe out the Imagawa is unanimous. Is that so? Your clan seems committed to this goal. Then I will not refuse your offer of an alliance. We will invade Suruga while you take Totomi. Imagawa clan's divided forces will be overwhelmed and destroyed. And afterwards, I suppose the Ogiwa River will form the border between our new territories. The more we talk, the more I like this proposition of yours. And so, the Takeda and the Takeda and Tokugawa would form an alliance and begin their joint assault on the Imagawa clan. Again, I think the event should have happened already when they changed the name from Matsudaira to Tokugawa. There we go, now the Takeda and the Matsudaira are allies for a year. Let's see. And events happening in the Uesugi clan, right here. Helping the enemy, I see. So remember when I said that Shingen and Kenshin, even though they're like giant enemies, they respect each other a lot? This is one of those examples. Even though the two of them fought one of the bloodiest battles in samurai history, and have fought like multiple battles against one another, and are like the greatest rivals ever, the two of them respect each other a lot. And this is like one of the shows of respect that they have for each other. We're gonna see that. A few years after the death of Imagawa Yoshimoto, Takeda Shingen broke the tripartite Kososun alliance. His hostile stance against the Imagawa was clear. But Ujizane, the leader of the Imagawa at the time, continued his alliance with the Hojo. And as an act of retaliation, he and Uchiyasu Hojo imposed a ban on salt exports to Takeda territory. With Kai being inland, Kai being the territory of the Takeda clan, the Takeda lacked the capacity to produce salt themselves, so the embargo put a terrible strain on them. No more salt for the Takeda. I've been had! Who knew that we would suffer such a tactic? Uchizane and Uchiyasu knew exactly where to make it hurt. Meanwhile, word of the Takeda salt shortage had reached Uesugi Terutora in Echigo. Shingen is surely struggling with his inability to produce salt for his people in that mountainous sky. This is a great opportunity for us. An opportunity? To do what? The Takeda may be our enemy, but in times like these we must offer aid. What? How cowardly would it be to attack our enemy when they lack the proper resources to put up an honorable fight? If we wish to call ourselves samurai, then our victory over the Takeda, under the watch of Bishamonten, must be dignified and fair. Yes. We will offer the Takeda our salt at a fair price. Punish any merchant attempting to charge them extra. Shingen accepted this act of kindness and expressed his gratitude to Terutora. Again, the two big enemies, you know? We should accept the price that Terutora's decided to offer. There is no reason for him to give it to us for free. Without salt from Imagawa or Hojo territory, we may become dependent on Echigo's salt moving forward. And we can't guarantee that Terutora won't attempt to cut us off sooner or later. Either way, we should be content that we've found a temporary relief. This is just an opportunistic move by Terutora. He wants to build his reputation as a righteous commander. This is all a calculated effort. His act of kindness is surface level. I could learn a lot from that man's tactics. Uesugi Terutora's reputation did indeed improve. His act has been so celebrated that the phrase to send the enemy salt became a proverb of sorts in the Japanese language. Furthermore, by refusing to exploit his enemy's circumstance financially, Terutora had displayed his sense of justice. As a token of his appreciation, Shingen sent Terutora a sword as a gift. This sword came to be known as the Sword of Salt. There we go. And this is yet another one of those reasons as to why Shingen and Kenshin, now known as Terutora here, why they're like such romanticized enemies, you know? There's so much romanticization made about the two of them. Because, I mean, goddamn, their rivalry is legendary. So it's a rivalry, but with respect as well. It's great. Let's see. There we go. Alright, we're gonna see more stuff happening here. Because, oh, border dispute, let's fix that. Send them some money. Nice. But yeah, we're gonna see the conflict between the Hojo and the Takeda now. Can happen at any point. Any time now. Any time now. Come on. Alright. Maybe I should just develop my territory. It's gonna happen at some point. Let's see. We can make some more... Well, market is good. Having a good economy is very important. You know, strength of arms means nothing if you do not have the economy to support it. So, we'll develop our economy. Alright, we can make commons over here actually. And likewise, you need to develop your crops. An army marches on its stomach, as Napoleon once said. Oh, wait, what are you being attacked by? Oh, he's asking my help to attack Yoshida Castle. Okay, sure, why not? I'm not going to set out in a long time, so I may as well lend him my troops. Sure. Here he goes. Because, historically, the Tokugawa are supposed to take Yoshida Castle, Hikuma Castle, Futamata Castle, and Kakegawa. They're supposed to take all these four. While the Takeda, they take Sumpu, Kambara, and Kokokuji. There we go. But because the Tokugawa clan is a bit small, sometimes the AI isn't able to do it fast enough, and the Takeda clan sometimes takes like territories that are supposed to be historically conquered by the Tokugawa clan. So I'm gonna help them out. There we go. Nothing here? Nah. Nah. Alright. We'll just see them fight. Because even though Nobunaga is being sent and Nobunaga is a daimyo, and that's how you can activate battles in this game, because Nobunaga is being controlled by the Tokugawa clan here, I cannot activate the actual battles in the game. Because I need to manually activate them when I have control. But there we go, he took Yoshida Castle, that's a good start. He might ask me for help to conquer the rest too. That's fine, I will help him if he does. Right. Suppose I should bestow some dominions here. Where did I put Hideyoshi? Ah, there you are. Alright. Takenaka Hambe. Oh, I was already busy, never mind. I'll do that some other time. Not that I need to do anything, really. Let's see, there we go. The Takeda are marching south. No negotiations needed. The Takeda are marching south. The Tokugawa are continuing their advance. Let's see what's going on. An incident happening in the Nambo clan. So the Nambo clan is all the way over here. They seem to be conquering the north of Japan here. Let's see what the Nambo clan is doing then. Nambo. Ishikawa Nobunaga changes his name. Ah, he's going to be adopted by Harumasa. 868, 1565. Without a son of his own, the leader of the Nambu clan, Nambu Harumasa, adopted Ishikawa Takanobu's son, Nobunaga. Nobunaga, you are now the heir to the Nambu clan. I expect you to live up to your father's name. Sir, I will give everything I have for the good of the Nambu clan. Harumasa's uncle, Ishikawa Takanobu, was well known for his bravery and great contributions to the Nambu clan. With Takanobu as heir, the clan had nothing to worry about, or so the members of the clan thought at the time. A daimyo without a successor adopted a son, only to be met with tragedy in the future. This was a familiar tale in that warring age. Yep, very common. There we go. Ishikawa Nobunaga changes his name to Nambu Nobunaga. Alright, and more stuff happening in the Takeda clan right here. Let's see. Anayama Nobutada changes his name. Ah, becomes a Buddhist probably. Because I think he has a Buddhist name there. Shingen's successor, Takeda Yoshinobu, opposed his father's scheme to invade Suruga and planned to defect, but was imprisoned when his plan was exposed. To think that Lord Yoshinobu would be disinherited. I suppose my clan can no longer sit idly by. Anayama Nobutada was a preeminent figure of the tribe in Koshu, and was akin to the prestigious Takeda clan. With the land ruled by the Anayama clan bordering that of the Imagawa, Yoshinobu married Rei Shoin, the daughter of Imagawa Yoshimoto. I'm sure that we will be unfairly suspected due to our connections with the Imagawa. In that case, we must prove our loyalty to our lord. After the incident with Yoshinobu, Nobutada shaved his head and took the name Baisetsu Saifuhaku. Shaved his head? Usually that's what they do when they become Buddhist priests. He might have become a Buddhist monk as well. Alright. Yep, now we're seeing the Takeda easily conquering everything. Alright. Sumpu is being conquered, come on. Tokugawa, I'll help you. Call upon my aid. I'll help you take over this. The Hojo are busy fighting the Satomi. Yeah, they're too busy fighting the Satomi to defend the Imagawa. But yeah, there we go. They conquered Sumpu and all that. Tamura Kyoyaki. Ieyasu! Come on. You can ask me for help. No, we're not going to conquer anything. Alright, we just need to play for 2 more years. And then we can change scenarios. Because we're not doing that much. That's why time is going pretty fast. And then we'll join in the action. Because there's a lot to do in the next scenario. Deploy, why not? I mean, I don't need to do this either, actually. Oh? Huh. Oh, and here's another typhoon. Just one of those regular typhoons in Japan, you know. Okay, it didn't hit us. Nice, nice, nice. Only Western Japan. They usually always hit Western Japan. Alright. All good here. Yeah, I don't think I need to develop my territory any longer. But the Takeda clan is huge. I think this is the biggest the Takeda clan is ever going to be. I don't think it's going to get any bigger than this. Historically, that is. Because for all I know, the AI might just conquer things that they shouldn't. For example... Oh, Soma Mori... What? The hell are you doing here? Wait... Did the Date destroy... Yes, they did. So, the Soma clan is a clan that rules over these 3 castles. I guess they died. So the clan leader ran away to me. Huh. Well, and this is why I change scenarios whenever I get to a new date. Because It prevents the AI from going off track from how they're supposed to act historically. Keeps things on track, which is important. For example, the Takeda clan is not supposed to rule over this castle. Sakurabora. That belongs to the Anegakoji clan right here. Just 1 year and a half. 1 year and a half. Right, I'm not gonna press anything just to make this faster. I wish there was a faster button for this, actually. It would be really cool. Onganji clan? The Miyoshi are very quiet right now, because they're not supposed to do anything else until I swoop in to take them. Oh, there we go. They're asking me for help. Alright. Help him out. Let's help our bro out. We'll help him take Futam. Oh, you see? I told you. Dude, the AI does not care if it's historically accurate or not. They will attack a territory if they think they can take it. The Takeda clan is very aggressive, especially. So now they're going to try and take Kakegawa. Alright, the Uragami clan. That is over here. Wait, isn't this happening a bit too soon? Maybe not. But the Uragami clan is right here, right? No, this is the Mimura clan. There we go, the Uragami clan is this one. In the Chugoku region. Ukita's bullet. We're gonna be introduced to a schemer. Ukita Naoye had devised a plan to defect his longtime adversary, Mimura Yachika, of the Mimura clan in Bicho province. It involved hiring his old acquaintances, the Ronin Endo brothers, to assassinate Yachika with muskets. At that time, sharpshooting from a distance with rifles was still uncommon. The Endo brothers were also reluctant due to the lack of confidence in the method, but accepted the contract despite anticipating failure. A few days later. Reporting! The Mimura have begun withdrawing their troops! Oh? And Yachika must be dead. His matchlocks may be more useful than I thought. The Endo brothers had fired on Yachika under the cover of night, were unable to ensure his death in the darkness. Naoye had only learned of their success when the Mimura army began to withdraw. We will not need many soldiers. A single one of these can kill a man. We may be thought cowards, but sneak tactics will prevent needless deaths. Who could find fault in that? Only a few years later, the famous failed assassination of Oda Nobunaga by Sugitani Zenjubo would occur. By the way, that failed assassination, happened when Nobunaga was retreating from Kanegasaki. Sugitani Zenjubo shot 2 rifles. He basically brought 2 loaded rifles with him. Well, not rifles. They were not rifles. They were muskets. He brought 2 loaded muskets with him and shot one after the other. Both bullets hit Nobunaga, but they were lodged in Nobunaga's armor. They did not pierce Nobunaga's armor. Nobunaga was pissed, so Nobunaga actually ordered Sugitani Zenjubo to be searched. And when he was searched, he was executed in a very painful way. Basically, he was buried all the way in sand up to his neck, and then his head was removed from his shoulders by using bamboo spears. The tips of bamboo spears, many of them. And it was a very slow, painful death because those bamboo spears are not very sharp. So yeah, they were very blunt, kinda. So, yeah, it was a painful death. Apparently, it took him a while to die, a few hours. Yeah. Nobunaga was really pissed. While assassinations with guns are more common in our day and age, Naoye was the first to use such means in Japan. Yep, happened last year with the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Mimura Motochika succeeds Mimura Yachika as daimyo. Mimura Yachika dies. What else is happening? The Tokugawa. Ah, there we go. They're now Tokugawa. Finally. They changed their name to Tokugawa. Finally. Because they conquered the entirety of Mikawa province. There you go. Matsudaira Ieyasu changes his name. Look, he's now older as well. Matsudaira Ieyasu had grown into a powerful daimyo after taking Mikawa for his own and claiming independence. So that's why it took so long to change his name. Because he took a long time to take the entirety of Mikawa province. He should have taken that earlier. His rapid rise was thanks in large part to the strength and common heritage of the Mikawa warriors. I mean, I helped, but sure. There we go, look at him, he's now older. The Mikawa tribe is unquestionably strong, and their loyalty to me is stronger still. To make the best use of that strength, I must show the world that I lead the Mikawa tribe. After all, I must have the appropriate status if I mean to call myself Mikawa Prefect. That was why Ieyasu chose to change his name to Tokugawa Ieyasu. The Tokugawa name comes from a branch of the Seiwa Genji's family Nitta clan, which split from the Satomi and Yamana clans during the Heian period. By taking a name associated with the Nitta, rivals of the Shogun Ashikaga clan, it's possible that he had his eyes set on the seat of Shogun even at that time. But only Ieyasu himself could say why he supported Nobunaga's quest to conquer all of Japan. Because in case you know who Tokugawa Ieyasu was, this guy is going to be a very big deal. A very important figure. But yeah, let's see. Oh, more events happening. What is this? The Shimazu clan. Right here, the Shimazu. Ah, the Shimazu unite the three states. I'm not sure that's supposed to happen now. Yeah, I'm not sure that's supposed to happen right now, but sure, I'll read it anyways. They conquered the Ito clan. After conquering Hyuga, the Shimazu clan's long-held desire to see the three states unified was finally realized. We've done it, brother. We've made a dream of Lord Jishinsai and our father come true. Yes, it is a blessing afforded by the great efforts of yourself and the rest of our clan. Unfortunately, we cannot celebrate just yet. I bear unhappy news. I feared as much. Yes, it is as you suspected. The Kyushu official, Otomo Sorin, is on the move. It's all because all of the Ito are seeking refuge. So Sorin is sending his troops to Hyuga, intending to use his relation to Yoshisuke to lay claim to his former territory. That is not all. He has been raving about how he will turn Hyuga into a Christian land. The Westerners truly have him in their pockets. He is a fool and far too arrogant, but unfortunately, that isn't a detriment to his strength. Iehisa, if we are to attack, where would you suggest we do it? Takajo Castle in Niroin overlooks the Takakigawa River. Takakigawa River. I will lead the Hyuga tribes and take the castle. The Otomo are vast in number. With our army, we would be a mantis challenging a chariot. You really believe it can be done, Iehisa? Trust me, I will make sure Takajo is the place where Sorin meets his fame. We will pluck off the Otomo who cling to Iehisa's Takajo Castle. Yoshihiro, Toshihisa, begin preparations at once. I understand. Reel them in, Iehisa. We'll show them what our army is capable of. Otomo Sorin was a distant relative of Ito Yoshisuke, the former ruler of Hyuga. Claiming this as his justification for retaking the Ito clan's former territory, he had raised a large army and marched southward. It was an open secret that his true intentions were to spread Christianity across the land. However, Tachibana Dosetsu and many other chief retainers opposed this invasion. Despite their large numbers, the Otomo army was no monolith, an opening that the Shimazu would use to their advantage. It's not going to end well for them. The Shimazu are going to be a very, very thorn in the side of the Otomo clan. They were almost there. One more year. Just one more year. Oh. R.I.P. over here. Takegawa has been taken. Utamata has been taken. Come on, take Hikuma Castle now. The Takeda clan. More stuff concerning the Takeda. Ah, the Imagawa clan annihilated. Oh, there we go. Because Ieyasu was not fast enough, he didn't take Hikuma Castle either, which he's supposed to take. And this is why I changed scenarios. Because of this. After firmly exercising their authority as the governors of Tokai ever since the advent of the Muramachi shogunate, the Suruga Imagawa clan had finally come to its end. The cause for their demise was not Imagawa Yoshimoto's death at the Battle of Kehazama, and neither was it his successor Ujisane's lack of ability. I mean, Ujizane is not as competent though. Instead, it may have been the betrayal on the part of Takeda Shingen when he attacked Suruga, an act which would have surprised anyone given their long history of peace through marriage alliances. This is heinous beyond both imagination. To think that bastard Shingen would betray the coastal Sun alliance to attack us. My lord, we cannot afford to stay in Suruga. We should head to my home for now. Imagawa Ujisane's wife, Zoshuni, Lady Hayakawa, was a daughter of Hojo Ujiyasu. The couple took advantage of this familiar connection and fled from Suruga to Odawara. I am sorry for my intrusion, father, but please allow Lord Ujizane and I to take refuge here in Odawara. I do not mind. This is the place you were raised. You and Lord Ujizane can stay as long as you need. I'm sorry, father-in-law, but I just can't. I can't believe that degenerate Shingen does even know what the word alliance means. Father, I believe Lord Ujizane's contempt to be grounded in reason. We should sever our ties with the Takeda and avenge the Imagawa clan. Don't be rash now. Shingen is no simple opponent. After all, is it not true that your wife is his daughter? Ujimasa's wife, Obain, was the eldest daughter of Takeda Shingen. Upon breaking the alliance, some say she was forced to return to her home. But it wasn't clear whether that was true, as there is also reason to believe she stayed in Odawara Castle. We will need to be thoroughly prepared if we are to take on the Takeda as an enemy. However, it will prove incredibly difficult to fight both the Uesugi and the Takeda at once. You are correct. We should hurry to make peace with the Uesugi. If only it were so easy. The collapse of the Imagawa clan caused a great imbalance between the clans involved. While the Hojo would rush to pacify relations with their former enemy, the Uesugi. The Uesugi, yeah. Asahina Yasutomo becomes affiliated with the Hojo clan. Imagawa clan is annihilated and affiliated officer to the Takeda clan. Imagawa Ujisane becomes affiliated with the Hojo clan. And more stuff happening in the Takeda clan. Takeda clan is busy right now. The Minos ogre admonishes Shingen. There we go. One of the Takeda 24 generals. Takeda Shingen had driven Imagawa Ujisane away from and taken occupation of Suruga. Next, his eyes were set on the Imagawa clan's treasure located in Sunpu Palace. Yoshimoto had always had an interest in courtly affairs. He is bound to have much of value lying around. Finances will not be an issue on our road to rule. Send someone to carry the goods off to our depository. Yes, my lord. Wait a moment, my lord. That's already been taken care of. Nobuharu, is that so? Well, of course it is. I know you would make the right decision without my command. Yes, sir. All of the treasure in Sunpu has been gathered up and put to the flames. I knew you... Wait. Say that last part one more time? Yes, my lord. All of the treasure was gathered together in one big pile and set aflame. As I said, all taken care of. all taken care of? Every last piece. My lord will not have his name slandered as some greedy pilfering warlords out for gold and treasure. You have nothing to worry about. Yes. Yes, I see. I suppose honor is far more valuable than any treasure. Nobuharu, you would make a very fine daimyo indeed. I love this scene. Of the warriors making up the Takeda Big Four, Baba Nobuharu was the oldest. He was known to draft impressive war tactics, and for his unshakable, calm temperament, he managed to rescue the Takeda from many trouble many times. From trouble many times. Damn, my reading today is not good. There we go. We got a comedic scene with from Nobuharu and Shingen. You know, even badass warlords can have comedic scenes. oh, Atsuta Jingo. I forgot what he said. Also, here's Mount Fuji, right here. Alright, come on, we're almost there. Half a year. Half a year left. Come on, come on, come on. And then we can go into action, probably, I think. If I had to tell. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. Ba-ba-ba-bam. I love the soundtrack of Nobunaga's Ambition so much. Again, I think I've said it many times in the past. It's very weird at first because it's like a Japanese, samurai game, and yet the music is very like Western, uses a lot of Western instruments, right? But you get used to it at some point, and you can understand why, right? It very much fits in with Nobunaga and the period overall of Western influences making their way into Japan as well. Because this was around the time Europeans first came to Japan, when the Portuguese landed in the island of Tanegashima after a storm by accident, beginning Portuguese trade in Japan, which would eventually bring the Spanish and the Dutch later on as well. Alright. Come on. Time pass. Okay, there we go. We're in December. I don't know if the next scenario begins right in January, so I need to check. I definitely need to check. So let's see. January. Here we are. Sakuma Morimasa. Alright. I'm gonna save game right here. No, not Lulu. That's a different playthrough. There we go. This one. Ah, there we go. Nobunaga is older. Nobunaga is older too. You have his portrait with Western armor as well. Because the reason why he has Western armor, apparently Nobunaga did own Western armor. We don't know if he actually used it in battle, but we do know that he owned. That's why there's a lot of depictions of Nobunaga with Western armor, including a statue in Gifu Prefecture. Okay, let me see. Dawn of Revolution, TENKA FUBU. What? It starts in August. Okay, so we're gonna play until August. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Alright. Just a few more months. 8 months to be precise. There we go. Uetsuzo. But yeah, Nobunaga. I really like Nobunaga and Nobunaga's portrayals though. He looks super cool. Super badass. The Demon King of the Sixth Heaven himself. Dairokuten Mao. Dairokuten no Mao. Yeah, I think all the historical... Oh, what's going on here? Wait. Is this a border dispute? We're fighting the Takeda, no! That's a mistake, don't do that. Oh, we're getting our asses kicked. Yeah, that's Yamagata Masakage, he's a really strong general. Ugh. And he got killed. Alright. Hey. That territory belongs to me. Out of the way. Alright. There we go. We forced him to retreat. We're supposed to be allies, technically, but, you know, things like this happen. There we go. We're in June. Oh, hearsay. The battle of... Okay, I'm gonna skip this because this is not supposed to happen yet. It's not supposed to happen this early. The Shimazu don't begin their conquest this soon. We're gonna be seeing those scenes anyways in the next scenarios anyways, so it's fine, don't worry. We're not missing out on anything, because we will see it. There we go, and we're in August. We're in August. We can now begin a new scenario. Also, do I... Never mind, I should probably remove this. Alright. Yosh. Finally, we'll begin the next scenario. There we go, Dawn of Revolution. TENKA FUBU. This one. So, let me show you guys more or less what Japan looks like right now. So, as you can see, the Shimazu are not supposed to have conquered all that. The Shimazu only have Satsuma as their province. They do not have the other regions, right? This is why the Battle of Mimigawa is not supposed to happen yet. They have not united the three states yet. We're gonna see a lot of conflict between the Otomo and Ryuzoji first. The Mori are chilling, kinda. I think they'll still push through, maybe, but I'm not sure. We're gonna see the Chosokabe starting to take over Shikoku, the island of Shikoku. We'll get there. The Date... See, the Soma are still here, as they're supposed to be. And the Nambo are not as big as they were. Here's the Uesugi. They're big as hell. Ah. I guess those events over here were also not supposed to happen yet. But regardless, I think I might skip the events if they appear again. The Hojo are huge. The Takeda are huge. But see, the Tokugawa do have the entirety of Mikawa province. As for us, we have Owari and Mino. And now we're gonna begin our march to the capital. We're gonna conquer the Rokaku. We're gonna conquer the Rokaku. We're gonna conquer the Kitabatake. And we're going to expel the Miyoshi away from the capital, away from the center here in Kyoto. That's the goal. That is our goal. This is where things get dicey, because we're gonna be at the center of all the action now. It's gonna be fun. Let me see. What can I conquer? What can I conquer? So, I should leave Iga Ueno as part of the Rokaku. We do not take Iga Ueno. But we do take the entirety of Ise. We also leave Nagashima alone. There we go. These are the... We have to conquer the regions over there. Basically, the castles on the way to the capital belong to them. Belong to us. I mean, the Miyoshi only have Kishiwada. And the Azai are our allies. Alright, so that's what we're gonna be doing. And we play all the way to April 1570. That's the day. Alright. That is the goal for today. We have a lot of officers. Wait, we have 2 landmarks? Ena Jinja? Wait, where? What? Oh, right, there's one over there. Anyways, let me just disable the VTubers though. Wait, let me disable the VTubers. Because, yeah, I have some of the recent ones that I've added still enabled, like Kizuna and the Neoporte VTubers. Switch, switch. There we go. Alright.
TENKA FUBU 誰にも新しき世の始まりぞ
Alright, here we go. We finished our leftovers from last stream. Eiroku-10, 1567 AD. Oda Nobunaga defeated Saito Tatsuoki at Inabayama and claimed Mino, just as his father-in-law Dosan had desired. Drawing from the deeds of King Wenz of Zo, Nobunaga renamed Inabayama Castle as Gifu Castle and began to preach unification from there. Meanwhile, in the capital, the 13th shogun, Ashikaga Yoshiteru, was slain by the Miyoshi trio, effectively rendering the Muromachi shogunate powerless. And all throughout the land, future legends continue to make their names, soon to clash in the fiercest battle of the era. Those were Sanada Nobushige and Date Masamune, by the way. Alright, there we go. Obviously, our territory is not as strong, because it's not developed, but everyone is on the same playing field. So there we go. We have an alliance with the Azai clan. The Azai clan are our allies. We can go across their territory to begin invading the capital. We'll take Hino and Kanonji and Kameyama, but we'll leave Iga Ueno alone. And then we'll proceed to take the rest of Ise as well here. And then we'll take Tsukidani, we'll take Nijo, we'll take Shoryuji, Akutagawayama, and Itami. I think Yagi as well, and Hanakuma, exactly. But we'll leave the rest alone. I don't know if we take Nochiseyama. I really don't know. Maybe we don't? Maybe we don't. Anyways, we also have our marriage alliance with the Tokugawa. They control the entirety of the Mikawa province. So yeah, this was not supposed to happen yet. I see. Kokokuji belongs to the Hojo. So what's gonna happen is that the Takeda will take over Kambara and Sumpu, while the over here the Tokugawa take over Hikuma, Tamata, and Kakegawa. I think. Yeah. I think. Alright. So, see? The Takeda do not have control over this place, because they never own this. The Uesugi already have this. Alright, let's continue. Let us continue. Alright, so first things first. Policies. System reform. We need that. These are very important. Yokaro. Alright, for now I'll keep it off. Council official, let's see what we have here. Ooh, elite musketeers. Not bad, but for now I think I'll keep what I have. Hiresada Hayashi. Shibata Katsuie. For now I'll keep these as is. Oda Nobukane, Niwa Nagahide, Takigawa Kazumasa. What can I bring from here? Something good. Shibata Katsuie. I think I'll go for this. Ninja Code is good. It is good, but... I'm actually kinda undecided on what I should bring here. I guess I'll go for this one. No, I'll wait. I won't choose anyone. I need to know exactly what I choose, because once you commit, if you switch them off, you cannot put them back until the clan leader changes. And we're gonna be playing with Nobunaga the whole time, so... Alright. With that said, let's begin developing Gifu. We'll begin with irrigation canals. I like those. They protect us from natural disasters and improves our crops and our troops. which is very, very good. Let's see. Let's begin improving our economy. Our economy, number 1. Hopefully, my officers will start improving crops on their own. That would be great. We can bring some more substitutes. Let's see. Yamauchi Miyastoyo is not that good. Takigawa Masushige, Koide Hidemasa, Inaba Sadamichi. Homaki Genta, Furuta Oribe. Who should I bring? Maeda Cage is already one. I guess I can go just with the ones over here. They have good stats, sure. Well, actually no, I already have on the offensive 5. Let's go with Utmost Devotion. It just speeds up the development of everything, which is going to be important. And this is good too. He's already on ad duty. What a shame. That is a shame. No one else? No one else has what I want? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. I get it. We'll go with this. Civil construction. And now we can bring Oda Nobukane. Who the hell are you? Let's see. Oda Nagamasu. You can go over here. You can go over there too. You can go over here. Ando Morinari, Inaba Itetsu, Mori Yoshinari, Toyama Kageto, Ikeda Tsuneoki. What? Where the hell is Hideyoshi? Is he with me? Katsuye, for some reason, he does not have his own castle. That baffles me. It really does. There are so much better officers that could be with me. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I need to check my clan. Where the hell is Hideyoshi? Let's see, intelligence. Ah, there he is. Where the hell are you? Landowner. Kiyosu Castle. Is he here? He is here. Wait. Isn't Takeda Kahanbei supposed to be with him though? Let me check. Takeda Kahanbei, intelligence, sort by intelligence. He is in Ogaki Castle. Okay, he's over here. I'm gonna need to change the landholders. Oh, I can change it. I already have the prestige for it. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna make changes right now. I don't want things how they are right now. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Wait, I can't? Right, because I need the system reforms first. Alright. Fine. Let's max out our system reforms so I can change the lords of each castle. Because like we have really good officers that are not being put at the head of their own castles. And that is bad. I want Hideyoshi with his own castle, I want Hanbei with his own castle, I want Katsuie with his own castle and all that. Anyways, we technically saw this last stream, but now it's going to become relevant, because now we're actually going to do something. After the 13th Muromachi shogun, Ashikaga Yoshiteru, was assassinated, his monastic brother Ashikaga Yoshiaki returned to secular life and worked to restore the shogunate to power. Yoshiaki urged daimyo from around Japan to accompany him to the capital. Among them was Oda Nobunaga, who was now at peace with the Saito clan, thanks to the shogunate's mediation. But when the peace collapsed between the Oda clan and the Saito clan, Nobunaga could no longer travel to Kyoto. During this time, Yoshiaki wandered around Omi, Wakasa, and Echizen, before finally gaining the protection of the Asakura clan. He was still, however, no closer to his goal of entering the capital. But now that Oda Nobunaga had defeated the Mino Saito clan and moved to Gifu, Yoshiaki sent Hosokawa Fujitaka as a messenger to once again request his aid in traveling to Kyoto. First, please accept my congratulations on your victory. My victory? Ah, you must mean in Mino. We would like you to make for Kyoto by the way of Mino, Lord Nobunaga. That was, of course, our hope in acting as mediator with the Saito. My apologies. I sure we would have met your expectations had the Saito not broken the peace. Do not worry yourself. More importantly, will you now come to the capital and lend your power to Lord Yoshiaki? That was my intention. Please inform Lord Yoshiaki that I am at his service. I am so pleased to hear you say so. Now my honor remains intact. And yes, please use this man as an emissary in any future communication. He is well spoken and a fine warrior besides. A pleasure to meet you. I am Akechi Jubei, in service of Lord Yoshiaki. I'm happy to be of assistance. Then I shall leave the rest to Lord Jubei. Hosokawa, eh? Or was it Fujitaka? He seems capable enough, though he hasn't quite shaken that famed sarcasm of those who grow up in the capital. For him to bring up someone like Ishiki Tatsuoki, and then ask for my cooperation in the very next breath. Ah well. Jubei, is it? We need no more formalities between us. Thank you, my lord. I hear you studied Bokuden Tsukahara sword fighting. Fujitaka has spoken highly of your abilities. Do you live up to the man's appraisal? I assure you, I am nothing special. I can swing a sword without cutting my own arm off, but... But what? While I was wandering across the land, I had the opportunity to train with firearms. Ah, muskets, eh? Men in my clan can use them. I would like to see what you can do. Shall we step outside where you can show me? Perhaps we could speak of the trip to Kyoto. Yes, I can head for the capital at a moment's notice. But Jubei, how much help can I expect from the Shogun? The Ashikaga forces were once renowned throughout Japan. As they are now, they would be lucky to step foot anywhere near the capital. Even so, the capital region is essential. The people, trade, temples, and powerful families are all gathered in one place. It is Japan itself. Then uniting the country requires controlling the capital, using the old ways to forge the new. Is that what you're saying? Most perceptive, my lord. I like you, Jubei. Those from the capital never say what they mean, but not you. But enough from the capital. Let's go outside and see who is the better shot with a musket. Ha ha! The fool of Owari is just as the rumors described, but this man is no common fool. The first half of Akechi Mitsuhide's life is shrouded in mystery. As he was born in Mino, some say he served the Saito clan. Others claim he was a relative of Nohime, or even a retainer of the Asakura clan. There are many theories, but none have been proven. His name begins to appear in records around the time that Nobunaga had set his sights in the capital, and he would eventually rise to become one of the Oda clan's most prominent figures. This was how the historic duo of Nobunaga and Mitsuhide first met. Indeed, a most fateful encounter. Here we go, Dawn of Revolution, TENKA FUBU. After wandering through a number of provinces before finding refuge in Echizen, the former shogun's younger brother, Ashikaga Yoshiaki, traveled to Mino in hopes of obtaining the help of Oda Nobunaga. You must be Oda Nobunaga. I will be relying on your help during my journey to the capital. Yes, my lord. Please rest here at Ryushoji while we prepare for the journey. Do not worry, I, Nobunaga, have no intention of making you wait as long as Asakura Yoshikage did. Let us soon show this land our strength. Show our strength? The reason that you have been forced to move from place to place, and that the provinces have drowned in chaos since the Onin War and the Mayo Calamity, lies in your lack of strength. We must show our overwhelming might to all of Japan and cut down any opposition if we are to bring peace to the provinces. It seems I have found myself a reliable ally. Let us do as you say. Together we shall restore the shogunate. In this age, the word referring to all of Japan could also be used to indicate only the capital and its surrounding area. Did Nobunaga's dawn of revolution refer to conquering the entirety of Shogun? Or only to controlling the capital and rebuilding the shogunate? TENKA FUBU, the entire nation under heaven, by military force. It is still unclear whether Nobunaga and Yoshiaki had similar ideas in mind at this point in time. Regardless, the two men of very different upbringings had found a common ground in revolution, marking the beginning of an unusual alliance. Yes, indeed. The beginning is now. We saw this in the previous stream, but as a refresher, I decided to read it again. They are with us now. Alright, let me change some things. Akechi Mitsuhide, you're with me now. Akechi Hidemitsu, you're with me now. Hosoka Fujitaka, you're with me now. And finally, we'll leave it as is. There we go, that's nice. The Oda also starts with a lot of resources in this. We have a lot of money, we have a lot of income, we have a lot of troops. We're just in a very good spot here to exert ourselves as a potency, a regional power. Not now. Military roadwork, yes please. We might not need this now, but we might need it in the future. TENKA. I'll start developing the other castles once we're done. Once we're done with the system reforms. Which I think I'm ready. Yeah, there we go. The first one is the most important one, because that's the one that affects me moving castle lords from places. Here we go. Oh. No labor, not enough labor. There we go, now we have the labor we need. And now we wait. Do I think today's stream is going to be shorter just because I feel a bit tired today? This new thing of changing schedules and waking up really early is something I still need to get used to. So that's why I am overall a bit more tired than I usually am in other days. Alright, training grounds. Getting kinda hungry too. Oh, there we go. We got some events. Let's see. More money. What is the Miyoshi clan? Ah, I think I know what's gonna happen. Let me save game. Wait, I hear fighting. Where is it coming from? Oh, I see. I see. Okay, never mind. This is a minor event. Miyoshi Yasunaga changed his name. Even after tragically losing their leader, Nagayoshi, the Miyoshi clan desperately clutched at their status as the rulers of the capital. The Viceroy of Japan, Nagayoshi, was survived by his uncle, Miyoshi Yasunaga, a chief retainer who had served the Miyoshi clan for 3 generations. All of my brother's sons have passed. I see fewer and fewer familiar faces these days. The heyday of the Miyoshi has come and gone, as history has taught us time and time again. Even the prosperous will eventually fade away. Yet despite my age, the warrior's blood in me roils. For I have dreamt of a day when the world would once again see a great leader like Lord Nagayoshi. Records show that Yasunaga, hailed as a tea master, would start to act under the name Shogun from that point onward. Forward. Yeah. Then, the Takeda clan. If it's an event we saw earlier, then I'm gonna skip it, because we have already seen it. Alright, this is new. The 5 Articles of Mino's Ogre. Takeda clan. Baba Nobuharu's castle. Lord Baba! You're Yukitaka's son, right? What was your name again? I am Masayuki. I have come to you today seeking to understand the way of the samurai. Alright. Listen well and I'll teach you a few things. Really? What do you have to teach this time? I can tell this is going to be good. Can we listen in as well? Yes, you may. Alright, kids. Come gather around. Yes, sir. I am not so young as that. To become a hero, you must first gain merit in the field. Cowards will suffer miserable defeats. This is obvious. However, what matters most is your heart and mind. And since I was young, I have held constant to 5 things in my heart and mind. Since then, I have never suffered a humiliating defeat. 5 things? What are they? They must be the 5 articles of the Mino Ogre. Then what are they? 1. If your allies' morale is higher than your enemies, you should attack head-on. However, when morale is diminished, you must quit. This circumstance will reward your enemy excessive gains, and in the worst, end with your own death. He must mean that we should keep pace with our surroundings. 2. Seek a close rapport with the brave. Follow their example and strive to meet or exceed their excellence. That's precisely what I do every day. 3. An enemy whose helmet face guards point downwards, whose banner does not move, is a powerful enemy. If their face guards points upwards and their banner moves, it is a sign of weakness. Seek those warriors out and defeat them first. Wait, isn't it the opposite? It means that an enemy that maintains calm on the battlefield is the strongest. 4. An enemy who points their spearheads upward is weak. Those who point downward are strong. An army's infantry are all equipped equally. The units of the samurai are not so uniform. Seek out the samurai units and defeat them first. Right, the infantry are all made to carry the same weapons, but the samurai units choose for themselves. 5. When the enemy is invigorated, you must be patient and endure. Strike when they've grown tired. Well, I have said much, but war has innumerable variables. There are many times when your actions must contradict your preconception. Just like the art of war. Always adapt yourself to the circumstances. This is what's most essential. Those who flounder in the face of the unexpected invite failure. Adapt to the flow of the battlefield. Keep yourself in tune. What Lord Baba seems to be stressing is that we maintain a keen observation on our surroundings. We shouldn't fixate on our set plans. To adapt to circumstance should be our main objective. Just like the art of war. Many stories still remain that showcase that Baba Nobuharu of the Takeda Big Four often guided and taught the younger generations of the clan. His favorite saying was "ever on the battlefield." These words were written on a scroll which hung in his room at all times. And there we go. What time is it? Let me see, it's 3 p.m. where I'm at. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Damn, I'm really trying to keep myself going, but I don't think I can though. I'm sorry everyone, it's just I'm really exhausted. It was an exhausting week, and there'll be more coming. So I think my streams will overall be much shorter. I want to make them a bit bigger, but I don't think I can. I don't think I have the stamina for it now. We have a lot to do in this stream because we have a lot to conquer, and since this is a strategy game, it requires a lot of brain power. So if you guys do not mind, I'll try to make an exception this week, make it a bit shorter than I usually do, and then next week I'll see if I can go a bit longer. We'll finish this scenario, and if I can, I'll finish other scenarios as well. That's what I'll do. There's 2 years left in the scenario, but I still need to conquer everything. Can I conquer it fast, actually? I'm not so sure. But I just don't think I'm at the right mindset to pull it off right now. That's why. So, I'll cut it short here for today, alright? So, thank you everyone for coming. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. Probably next week, because I can't squeeze any streams in the weekdays. I just can't. My weeks are too filled. I can't. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for coming. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Sweet dreams.